when we look at Samsonov, Valley, I look at a guy that I would believe that the Leafs would think is a heck of a lot more talented than Matt Murray, but yet they would look at Matt Murray and go, well, this guy's a lot mentally stronger for maybe a playoff run here. So is it pick your poison in January?
Okay, so no, Kipper, look, I came prepared, boys. I'm not coming on the Kyper and Bourne show shooting blanks. Okay?
What a guy.
I'll tell you what. Here's the first thing. Now, guys, you guys have been on the bench before. You guys know how it works. What does it feel like when you're in a battle, score tied, and your goalie gives up a goal? What does it feel like?
Yeah.
Heartbreaking.
Feels like crap.
Yeah.
Heartbreak. We've been battling this hard, and that goes in now.
Yes.
We've got twice going the other way.
We got no chance. We got no chance with goaltending like that.
And then what does it do to you? It kills your demeanor, and if it happens often enough, that's when it becomes a theme, and the only predictor of future behavior is past behavior. Right now, Matt Murray has the fourth worst, and I'm talking worst, save percentage when the score is tied on the scoring chances that he faces.
Ooh.
All right? On the flip side of that, Samsonov is right at the top. He's right at the top, one of the league's best. When the game, to me, I want to bring you inside the skates of a goalie. There is a different sense of game and responsibility at score tied than making a save when you're down 2 or when you're up by 2 or 3 when you're relaxed and in the rhythm of the game.
Mm-hmm.
So I know you can go back to past experiences in playoffs and what Murray did in Pittsburgh, but there's already enough evidence right now because we're so far in that he's not making the saves that you need when you're tied. Pay attention to this. See how he does from this point forward. So far, he's been the fourth worst in the league at giving you a save at score tied. And that matters. There's a lot of pressure, and it's a different pressure on the mindset of a goalie at score tied.
That's interesting. Valley, we saw Matt Murray the other day wearing glasses at practice. They're working on something that maybe you know more about than I don't, some sort of, using the middle of your eye, so you got to turn your head all the way, kind of a blinders type situation. What does it make you think or feel when you hear about a starting goaltender, at the driving range with gadgets trying to figure out his swing before he heads out for Sunday of the Masters?
All right, Bourne, you guys know I'm up to speed on your show, and I know you've had this conversation.
We have. We get to ask someone who knows about it.
With blanks, boys. All right, so this is interesting. This started in 2012. So can you imagine having this conversation 10 years ago, right? This is not new. It's not new.
Okay.
It's not. It's actually Lyle Mast really popularized this, and he's from out east, and he's worked with a lot of really good goalies like Jari and Comrie, and these guys were guys that I was actually tracking for that draft, and I was working for the Islanders at the time, Bourne. And these were the guys that I had called on, and they were all working with the same guy out west, and it turned out to be Lyle Mast. He's a great goalie coach out there.
Yep.
And Swivel Vision was very popular. These guys were already using it, and this is 10, 11 years ago. So fast forward a little bit, and I find myself in summer camp with Devin Dubnyk. He was down and out at the time. He was in Hamilton and Montreal and was looking for a spot in Arizona. And we started using these Swivel Vision and started getting the concept of head trajectory and tracking. And I even once saw, Kipper, you were doing a piece on Hockey Night in Canada during the intermission on this. Do you remember that? It was like 10 years ago.
With the dark glasses?
Not with the glasses, but you were in the net and you were talking about tracking.
Yes, that's right.
Remember that?
Yeah, Kelly Rudy.
Kelly Rudy.
Yes.
Right. So this is where that conversation came from. It was that guy. It was, once again, Lyle Mast. That's where this stuff came from. And I'll never forget the way that Devin Dubnyk explained it to me, because he was, getting through it in training and using it in practice. It really turned his career around. He said to me, Valley, if I could explain it like this, it locks your eyes in your sockets. And if you understand, the only way that you can see the puck is if you move your head to do so. So it's interesting because you actually have to, if a rebound goes to the goalie's left, you want their head to come all the way around and get over the leading knee for you to have maximum explosive push. But to do that, you've got to get your head in the right position. You can't see staring straight ahead and then using your eyes just to glance to the left. You need to turn your head to do it. So the way Dubnyk said it to me, which made a lot of sense, is like, I just imagine my eyeballs are stuck in my sockets, and the only way that I can move my body is if I move my head. So that's why swivel vision is important. It's also very important for tracking the pass, the release, and the rebound. It's something that around the same time, 2012, I was having one of my young goalies use. He started wearing it on the bus going to his games, and the coach is calling me. He's like, "What's with Strauss? He's wearing these things on the bus. Like, what's going on?" But the kid goes out and plays well. And fast forward, he was the goalie that was starting goalie for the United States last year at the Olympics. Strauss man. Yeah, so like I've been doing this stuff. I'm up for it, but that one in particular, I'm not about gadgets. I don't even like cones on the ice. But that's the one thing that if a guy can't lock on pass, shot, and rebound, it really does help. It remedies, and it's like a source of therapy.
I'm okay with Murray's dark sunglasses, but the moment I see a cane and I see an eye dog, I mean, he's done. He's done. Okay? Done.